Hey friends, Sarah here with theholymess.com, and this is the Weight Watchers Success Series. And in this video, I'll be showing you some products that I think are absolutely worth it as a Weight Watchers member, and I'll be talking about the things that I think really you can do without. You don't necessarily need to save. You don't need to spend your hard-earned money on those items. All right, so number one on my list, I love my Instant Pot. I know people are a little crazy about Instant Pot these days. When I first heard about it, I thought, well, I don't want to join another cult. People are like a cult. But now that I have one, I absolutely love it. And in fact, my business partner and I, who run together a Christian weight loss program called Faithful Finish Lines, we have also put together an entire course called Instant Pot for Weight Loss. So if you are looking to use your Instant Pot specifically for weight loss, I definitely encourage you to check out that course. We even put the Weight Watchers points for all the recipes that are in the course, so we made it super easy for you. So I really do love my Instant Pot, and I know it's an investment, but I totally think it's worth it. I've also got tons of great recipes on my website and a post called How to Lose Weight with Your Instant Pot, so definitely check that out. I also recommend the air fryer. Now, I will say when I first got mine, I just wasn't quite sure. I had seen recipes for air fryer fried chicken, and I thought, wow, if I could have a recipe that tastes like fried chicken. So I got my air fryer. My brother was so kind to gift it to me, and I made this chicken from a recipe, and I'll tell you, it didn't taste like fried chicken. It tasted like baked chicken. It was good, but not like what I was expecting. So maybe I needed to have a little bit better realistic expectations. But now that I've been using it for a while, I really do like it. It cooks food faster. It does give it a crispiness. I actually taste compared. I oven roasted some veggies and I cooked the same ones in our air fryer. And we did like the air fryer ones better with just a little spritz of olive oil. Very, very good. I've made salmon in the air fryer. It's super fast. It's crispy on the outside, moist on the inside. Really delicious. So I recommend it. I have, again, a link on my website that talks about the different types of air fryers, how to choose the best one for you. But my main recommendation would be to get the one with the biggest basket for what you can afford, because you really don't want to overcrowd food in the air fryer. It needs the air to circulate to get that crispiness that you want. So the bigger basket, you can get more food and have plenty of room for the air to circulate. So those are my two biggies that I absolutely think are an investment but are worth it, and I use every single week. You gotta have measuring cups. These are my favorites. They have Mickey Mouse and Disney on them. We actually got these at my son's Make-A-Wish trip to Disney World, which was a fantastic experience for our family. He was treated like gold, and he's doing really well now too. I do recommend a food scale. You definitely don't have to have one, and Weight Watchers says you don't have to measure out foods, but if you have one, yeah, it can be really helpful, and they're not that expensive. You can get one for like $10 or $15 on Amazon or at Walmart. We've used one for years because of my son's medical condition, and so we always have it on hand. I definitely don't weigh all foods, but certain foods that I know I have a tendency to overeat, I will use the food scale. So peanut butter, that's probably the biggest one. I love peanut butter and eat it almost every day. And yes, I know it's points. It's 2 tablespoons is 6 points, but for me it's worth it because I love it so much. Cereal is another good one to weigh because the measuring cups really aren't quite as accurate. Another thing I recommend is food prep containers. These have 2 containers and then just the lids. I'm a big fan of meal prep, and so those help out a lot, and they're not very expensive at all. As far as, oh, I forgot one of the biggest ones. I do recommend that you get a Weight Watchers membership. Yes, you can try to do Weight Watchers on your own. There's also an app called iTrackBites, which is like a knockoff version. But honestly, I think the Weight Watchers membership is worth it. And I'm not affiliated with Weight Watchers. They're not paying me to say this. I'm a member just like you, but I really do think it's a great program, and so it's worth the investment. Okay, some fun food stuff. I like Peanut Butter 2, PB2, which is powdered peanut butter, a great points savings. like I said, I do love my peanut butter, so I still eat regular peanut butter, but that's great in smoothies, in oatmeal. You know, some people do mix it up and eat it just the way it is. If I'm gonna eat peanut butter, I like the real thing, but this is great for a flavoring. I like using the Everything But the Bagel seasoning by Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, that's fine. You can get it on Amazon. And this is great. A lot of Weight Watchers members like it for the 2-ingredient dough, which you can make into bagels or pizza crust or breadsticks. And you can get the recipe for that at theholymess.com. But I like it on bagels, but actually how I really like it is on eggs, on vegetables. You can even coat chicken with it. Really delicious. I'm a big fan of Premier Protein. This is the vanilla. My favorite is actually caramel, and I also like chocolate. Mostly how I use it is as a replacement for coffee creamer. Huge point savings. It's 2 points for that. I really like Halo Top. Now I know not everyone is a fan. This is a high protein ice cream. It doesn't taste exactly like ice cream. It has a little bit more of like a protein shake type of consistency, but I think it's really delicious. And it depends on the flavor, but most of these are 3 points. This is the candy bar, and it's got kind of a Snickers bar type flavor. The main thing with the Halo Top is you need to either let it sit out on the counter for about 10 minutes or just pop it in the microwave for, I don't know, 15 seconds. Just make sure you take this off the top before you do that because it could spark. But I think this is delicious, and it comes in so many flavors. There are a lot of great lower point ice cream alternatives now. Enlighten is another one. There's Arctic Zero, which I don't care for that one quite as much, but it is good. So really a lot of good options. Kodiak pancake mix is quite popular with Weight Watchers members, and you can use it just to make pancakes as is. Waffles is very high in protein, so it is 14 grams of protein if you make a serving as it is on the box. Lots of people also use it to make muffins, some other like banana bread. You can look on, I have a Pinterest board of Weight Watchers recipes, and it just look under The Holy Mess and on Pinterest, and it has lots of Kodiak recipes. Also popular with Weight Watchers members are Built Bars. Those have to be ordered online, and they have lots of different flavors. They have a little bit of almost like a Three Musketeers type fluffy center and very high in protein. And I recommend Blue Apron. Blue Apron is a meal kit delivery service. So you order it and they send you the kit and the recipe, and you make the recipe, and the food is really delicious. It is a little bit pricey, but if you can afford it or for just once in a while, I think it's worth it, and I love that they have Weight Watchers menus. So at theholymess.com, I have a full review of Blue Apron, but I would suggest you check it out. And then I have on theholymess.com the Weight Watchers Success Toolkit. This is a digital toolkit that is really helpful if you are a Weight Watchers member. So I hope you'll come and check that out too. Now, how about some foods that I think you don't need, or products you don't need? I'm gonna be honest here and say I'm not a big fan of the Weight Watchers foods. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I think they're pretty small in serving for what you get for the points, and they're pretty expensive. I think you can find some better alternatives just at your grocery store. And I'm a simple girl. I shop at Walmart most of the time, and most of what I find is at Walmart. I am not a big fan of protein bars, granola bars. Like I said, some members like the Built Bars, so that is an option. If you're looking for something at the grocery store, Quest bars are probably about the lowest for 4 or 5 points. You just don't get a lot of food for the volume. You know, for whole, real foods, you can probably be a lot more satisfied. And then finally, I don't think there's too many name brands that you need for most foods. Some of these specialty foods like the Kodiak, the Halo Top, the Everything But the Bagel, you're gonna have to buy the name brand, but for most things, I just buy the Great Value brand or the generic, and it's perfectly fine. All right, I'm Sarah with The Holy Mess. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please be sure and check out the other videos in the Weight Watchers Success series. And most of all, I want you to know you can do this. You can lose the weight. You can get to your goal weight. You can keep it off. I know it might seem impossible. When I was 110 pounds heavier, this did not seem possible to me, but I'm here today to tell you it is possible. You can do it. You can lose the weight. You can keep it off, and I believe in you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.